Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I work in Scotland. And today I've come on to film the third project in the Artistry Blooms class in a box. So let's get cracking. I've no idea what order you guys decide to do them in, so I'll just go. So what I've got here is, when I did my sample, I used the new Midnight, oh my goodness, my brain's gone. What's it called again? Misty Moonlight. But why I keep saying Midnight? Misty Moonlight. But I don't know, I think it looks a bit faded, and so I've given you and I've used in This Time Night of Navy. I kind of like that a bit better. I don't know why, but I do. So, I've not got that ribbon out, do I? Still have it. Where is it? It's there somewhere. I saw it yesterday. Oh heck. How annoying is it when you have things ready and then they disappear on you? I know that here it is. Right, I know I had a new reel of it because they all got used up. Right, so basically what I've done here is white embossing. Just there and there, so I'll pop that aside and then we'll just have a look. And there's a wee bit of stamping for the sentiment. So again, for anyone who's new to embossing, get your embossing buddy, just rub it over the surface. It gets rid of any static and any oily deposits that then the ink and the embossing powder might stick to. So that's that bit, and then we use this ink. It's a sticky ink, it's a watermark stamp pad. It's really good for embossing, but you can also, as it says on the lid, watermarking, so it's good for that as well. It takes a wee bit longer to dry, so I tend to, if I'm looking for the watermark look, just do tone on tone stamping, but you can use this for that as well. So just basically ink this up. The ribbon out of the way just now. And you have enough materials in your box to make two of these if you wish, or you can adapt your kit to suit yourself. So just basically I'm placing this about halfway along, and so that there's still quite a fullness at the there. That doesn't make any sense, does it? So that you've got a density at the end there. So I started stamping from the dark and the paper fades down a bit, but just cut yours the way you want. Don't know why I'm holding it down for so long. And then ink it up again. And I know it's not easy for you to see there, but I can see okay when I'm stamping. I'm actually going to turn that so I can just see where I'm going here. There's a bit of overlap, it won't matter that much. So ink that down. Just hold my paper so it doesn't come up with the stamp. And there we go, that's the stamping. Let's hope it all works. So I've got a bit of a scrap, I've got a bit to hold on to with this. A scrap piece of scratch paper there. And then just sprinkle with the white embossing powder. Now I kind of followed on because I know that some people who bought last month's kit bought this month's kit, and so if you'd bought the stuff for the white embossing, I thought it was only fair to get you using it again, so I stuck with white in this box as well. I tried to think, especially for people who are the ones of you who are quite new, I'm just trying to think so that you're not having to constantly have to buy top up things. They do care about your purse. I know I'm all about sales, but at the same, I'm not about waste and once you've bought something, I want to encourage you to use it. So I've pinged that off so there should be no extra powder on that. Just have a wee look. If you've got any wee stray bits, you can move them with your finger, or if it's totally in towards the actual artwork, that you can use a wee, I keep some watercolour brushes on my desk, and then you can just flick off any extra bits. But because I used my buddy, that's worked quite well. So I'll pop that to the side and get the powder back in the tub. That's that done. And then we'll get the heat gun. Always end up with some extra there. Right, who knows where my heat gun is? It's in here somewhere. Here it is. I keep it at the ready, so I use it a lot. So now, because I'm embossing straight onto designer series paper, which obviously isn't as rigid as the card, I want to get this heated up first. I hope you can hear me all right. I heat this up first till it's glowing. I don't want it over the paper too much because it will warp it. So I want it to be quite quick, so keep it on the move. You see it starting to go from that dull white to the shiny white. Once it starts to go, it should go. You can just move down then. It's just wow every time, every single time. That wows me. Right, let's put that where it can cool down again, just flatten it a bit. There we go, and the ribbon. This ribbon is from, oh dear, catalogue. Cue the catalogue, Janice. It's a pack of 3 ribbons. Again, I've put enough in your pack for a couple of cards and a bit left over. The Playing with Patterns ribbon combo pack this is. There's 3 beautiful ribbons. So you've got Purple Posy, Coastal Cabana and the thin Night of Navy ribbon. I kind of thought the Night of Navy works really well. That because I'm now using the Night of Navy card base, which is, I think is good. Can I get into this? Can I? No. Now I did have a wee clip here. Oh, there it is. Right, in last year's catalogue we had these tiny little teeny mini clips. I actually find they're quite handy for keeping my ribbon from unrolling, but I want a good bit of this because I'm going to wrap this round twice. So one, back, front, back, and a bit left over. So let's see how we go. I'll show. I might need a bit off just to finish the decorating there. We'll see how we go. But I'll show you. It's just a wee trick. They're teeny tiny, these clips, but it will fit over the edge there and just stop that unravelling, which is handy, right? So I want to end up with a bit in the middle for tying with, but you can play about with this. I want a bit more there for tying my bow. So sometimes just plutter about with it until you've got it where you want it. You can move that out actually before you stick it down as well. Now on that one, I don't know, I ended up with a short end, so I just put some 2 little knot things in, but let's have a go at a bow. Why not? I'm on video, be brave. I want that to be able to lie flat when we're done, so that's when you need an extra hand, eh? Try a bow this time. Obviously you decide. I did a thing with knots on the other one. See if I can fashion a bow here. It's not looking good. Right, then pull it tight. That's better. This seems to be, I need that to come underneath. But then we can use glue dots to sort that out. There, that'll do. See? That'll be nice, so we'll trim that there. And then we'll pop a wee glue dot under there. I just filmed the other video and I did use glue dots. Right, here we go. Just take one and just basically pop it under the bow there. And then your bow's doing what you want it to do. I'll just get these to just like fanning them apart a wee bit, so it's just something a bit different. And then I'm just going to glue this down. You could use tape. I know there's a wee kink in that ribbon, but it's so thin, that ribbon, that it'll just... Do you think my glue's going to come out though? There we go. That bit's nice and flat, but I've done something there, but I'm not going to play with it. It'll be fine. Just put a wee bit extra near the ribbon and it'll just hold it flat there. Card base. Not gonna have hands today. There's just a wee lip on that card, so I'm just... Now I want this up the top. I've made this. I've cut this 9 centimetres by the 14.85, so it's the full length of my card without a border. I want it right to the top so that it just sits on the fold there. So I'm trying to make sure it's nice and straight before I... Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll just... I know the ribbon's in the way there, but... I've got a sticky bit here as well. Oh, sticky icky. Right, and then I just need my sentiment and some bling. I've got too much sticky here. I've got to take it off. It's just going to irritate me. Let's turn this over. Let's see. I'm sticky icky. I might need to wash my hands before I do the next project. But my words are not coming out properly. Okay, so I just need a scrap of white card. Now I've got quite a few bits here. These are all these strips that you cut off when you're cutting layers and things. So let's see what we can do here. I've got my wee punch. I think it's Everyday Label, this one. But you could just use whatever you've got. Now, let me see. Let's put that one to there. Try and get it straight. And I'm putting the U near that end. And then, if I get that out, a wee trick here is to feed that back in. I don't know if I can do this on video, but feed it back in, make sure it's straight, hold the wee bit that's sticking out there, line it up, them want to come out now. There we go. Just a wee thank you. I will put that on a wee dimensional if I can find. There they are. I've got some of the little ones here, the white minis. The scissors are there, they'll do. A pokey tool's handy as well, but the scissors are there. And I'm going to be cleaning all my scissors and things soon with some, I use Surgical Spirit. Just take the tops off your dimensionals. Find they come off really fairly easily until I'm on film. There we go. Fingers out the way. And then I just pop that there. And some of the sticky sequins, if I knew where I put them. I keep just dropping them on my desk. I've got all those ones, but I wanted the blue ones. Got every colour of them except the blue ones. Now, oh, here they are. Here's some blue ones. You just sprinkle liberally on your card, wherever you think it will. Sometimes they go on just because they're pleasing to the eye, and sometimes they go on to hide mistakes. Oh, that's an even number, that won't do. And then have 3 of the little ones just in here. 1, 2, 3. That one jumped off. That one back. Tidy these ones up. Put them away and then they'll be there when I want them the next time. So there you have it. And that one I just used 2 bits and made a kind of wee knot. And this one I left myself enough room to make a bow. So there you go, 2 more nice thank you cards. So thank you. As I say, please share what you make with the kit on Jazzle Dazzle and Friends Craft Share group, whatever it's called. If you're not, I think everybody who bought is in it, but if you're not, let me know and we'll get you in, and you can share your makes with us if you don't mind. That would be great. Anyway, thank you. And one more to do. I'll be back on to film the box. This has got a wee bit squashed, so I've got a wee bit adaptation for that. Okay, see you soon. Bye.